everyone, this is Eva here today. Today is Chinese New Year, so we decided to do something a little bit different for this Q&A session. Everything's still the same. I will ask some questions about a topic to Clarence, a good friend of mine. The only difference is that, as you can see, we prepared some Chinese snack, a Korean soju to represent the Asian part.
Yeah.
The reason we do that is because in China, during this day, we could sit together with friends, family, chit-chat about what happened, our wishes for next year, and have some drink. So we decided to respect the tradition.
Yes.
Yeah. Clarence is a social media marketing consultant specializing for small business.
Yes.
He has been doing this for past
7-ish years?
7 years.
7-ish years, yeah.
Yeah, getting old.
Very old.
First of all, why don't you define a little bit of what a small business means? Because it can mean different things for different people.
So I think everybody has a different definition of small business owners. I only work with small business owners. So I would define them as anybody who has a business with less than 10 full-time employees. So that's a small business owner in my definition.
Okay, so kind of like a brick and mortar store owner.
Yeah, so like a retail location, furniture store, spa, etc. Those are all small business owners.
Got you. Here is my first question. And because it's Chinese New Year, whenever I ask a question, Clarence has to drink. And when he answers the question, I have to drink.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah?
Okay, so wait, what is this? This is...
Oh, yeah, this is plum wine soju.
Okay. Cheers, guys.
My first question is, does social media and marketing really work for small business owner?
Okay, so thank you. So I would say for the most part, the short answer is yes. If you are a small business that is B2C, I would say social media 100% definitely works. It's just a matter of how well it's actually being executed. However, if you are a B2B type of business, I would say social media may or may not actually work in that specific situation. But I would say B2C, 100% social media works, yes.
Okay, cool. Since you answered the question...
Oh, no, not to pour it for you. Okay, great.
Yeah, usually...
big, generous pour.
Usually in China, back home, you know, when you show respect, you put a drink to the other person. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's like chug, 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 chug.
Okay, here's my second question.
Okay.
What ads budget would you recommend for small business owner? Because I know this is a question they get asked a lot. They usually ask a consultant,
sure.
How much should I really put in to run a campaign?
Okay,
right.
So let's say hypothetically there...
Oh, wait.
Yes. Oh, God, okay, yeah. So we have to logistically figure this out. Okay, so there's two fees that you're technically going to pay if you are a small business owner. Number one is the account management fee that you're paying the social media marketer to go do all the work, okay? That involves posting content onto Facebook and Instagram. But the other budget that a lot of small business owners forget about is that at the end of the day, social media nowadays is pay to play. You have to be investing in purchasing ads on Facebook and on Instagram in order for your content to actually be seen. So I think for a small business in Vancouver, if you're looking to do social media marketing, your budget should be about $1,000 per month to start off with. Usually how that's split, unless, what's your question?
Including, like, let's say your fee plus ads or like...
Yeah, so the starting split would most likely end up being half of your budget will be paid towards the person, right? To go implement all the campaigns, do all the postings, create all the pretty pictures and whatnot. And then the other half should be purchasing your Facebook and Instagram ads. So that's roughly what your budget split should be. And then depending on what's involved, your ad budget obviously could grow, and then your account management fee could grow as well. But starting budget for a small Vancouver-based business, $1,000 per month for social media marketing.
Got you.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Oh, yes.
Maybe we should just drink together since you already answered.
It's probably logistically a lot easier.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wait for you. And then we have to like ganbei.
Yeah.
Ganbei.
Cheers, ganbei.
Cheers. Okay. So what's your next question?
Here's my third question. What type of content should a small business owner produce? Let's let's be honest.
Yeah.
They don't really have, like a full stack of team of marketer who can do the design, do the content, write the blog post, take a beautiful photo, do a little mini video. It's just not possible, right? For a small business owner.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that in terms of actually doing a well-done campaign, so you think about social media marketing as a small business owner, chances are you're busy doing a bunch of stuff, and the development of the collateral, which is the images, the videos, the graphics, and all that to go on social media, is not necessarily a thing that you want to focus on. My suggestion would be for you to essentially hire somebody to create all the assets at once, and those pieces could then be scheduled out for the entire month. So I'll give an example of this. Let's say you're a cafe, and you're releasing a new restaurant. Sorry, not a new restaurant, a new menu. So what you could end up doing is essentially getting images of everything on your menu done at once, hiring a photographer to come to shoot everything. You'll end up having assets, probably 70 different types of images, which would then be enough content to actually last about 2 to 3 months or so. So in terms of actually doing that, what you should probably do is organize a photo shoot or a video shoot, grab all the assets, pass that over to your social media manager, and they have content to essentially last 3 months, which should be a good 90-day campaign, which would kind of last you for like one specific season.
Okay, so in a sense, a small business owner probably should plan their social media campaign 2 to 3 months ahead, at least in terms of the material.
Yeah.
And then by the end of 3 months, basically a quarter, they're going to do another round of material.
Yeah. So I think like one common mistake that I see a lot of small business thinks that they always have to be churning out a bunch of content. So what ends up happening is they may have a part-time person on staff who spends some of that time not necessarily engaging with the customers, but running around the store, actually just taking pictures and trying to post things the day of. Right? So if you kind of consider how valuable the time is, that's not the most efficient way that person should be spending their time, right? They should actually just do all that once every quarter, get all the assets and schedule everything out so that things are just essentially automated.
What if they wanted to do something like, you know what, I think that's a new question, so...
Oh, cheers.
Yeah, cheers for this one first.
Okay.
And that was a great answer, by the way.
This is actually really good.
I think Clarence liked this drink a little bit too much. Okay, but what if the business owner does want to show some, like a real-time image? Because not everything you can plan, right? Like there's a little testimonial happen, there's a little something, fun behind the scene happen. You can't plan that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, for sure. So in that specific case, so I think one of the things is if you are paying someone $500, $750, $1,000 a month to run your social media marketing campaigns, keep in mind that person has a bunch of other clients as well that they're probably really busy doing. I think one of the things that you can do if you're looking to hire a contract marketer is also let them know that you will be posting as well. So if you're there and you have an event that's, one of my clients is a furniture store. They do barbecues during the summer, right? So when they're doing barbecues, they're taking some fun images, they're taking some cute videos, and they want to post it. Those events usually happen on a weekend when maybe the contractor is actually not working. So one of the things you can do is just be proactive. If you want to post something, at the end of the day, it's your business. You know what you want to say. You know who your customers are. You know the quality of the content that you're actually posting. So I would say just post it yourself.
Okay.
Just post it yourself and just get it done and get it out there.
So do a bit of both.
Yeah.
You have someone to help you schedule, I guess,
three to 5 times per week-ish.
Yeah.
And then if you have the one-off things that you just want done, then just literally just do it.
Okay.
Yeah, just
got you. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, another one. Okay. Well,
yeah, and honestly,
we're gonna finish this pretty soon.
Oh, we already finished it.
Okay. Next question.
Since we're done with our drink, I will just ask the last question to wrap up this conversation. What is the biggest mistake that you have seen a small business owner make, and you could recommend now for them to avoid it?
Okay, so there's a lot. Okay,
just pick one.
So I'll pick one. No, I can't pick one. I'll pick a few, and I'll kind of run down the list. Okay, so
sure.
I think the biggest one is actually expecting too much. Okay, without the proper advertising budget. So I'll give you an example of this. Let's say that you are a like a gym location. Okay, so you have a gym, but you have multiple locations. So you're probably the owner of 3 separate locations. What often happens is that each location should technically have its own advertising budget as well as its own social media strategy, because the demographics and also location of where your ads are being run is probably really different from your other locations. I think number one is not assigning an advertising budget based off of each location. Number two is not creating enough good assets for social media. So the bar right now for Facebook or for Instagram is pretty high, right? It's really high. You see there's a lot of great content out there. So not investing in actually creating good content becomes an issue, because if your content's not that great, your engagement will be low, your ads would technically be penalized at that point, and less people would actually be reacting to your social media posts. So that'd be like another common issue. And I think probably third and the last one is not actually tracking the results of the campaign. So let's say, for example, you have $1,000 per month that you're purchasing Facebook and Instagram ads. I think having a really good call to action and also being able to track that is super important, so you can actually end up measuring what your ROI is. So I think that, at the end of the day, a lot of, clients or my clients use social media as their only form of marketing, okay? But at the end of the day, a lot of things still are trackable. So if you want to be able to track and measure how many people actually opt into a form, how many people contact you on your landing page, how many people physically walk into your location, all of this could technically still be tracked by social media. So I think adding in those KPIs is super important as well, because I have a lot of respect for small business owners. I know how hard it is to actually run a business. I know that budgets are always a concern. So making your ad dollars, your social media account management fees go further by making sure you're investing in the right place is pretty key as well. So saying those conversations early, letting your contractors know he wants an ROI off of it, I think that's super effective too.
Makes sense. And I remember before we talk about getting leads is quote unquote easier.
Yeah.
Closing the leads, closing the sale is what actually really hard.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Sure. But anyway, that was great. I really like this format. Maybe I will do more. Let me know if you like this or not. All the questions are actually spontaneous. We did not plan this. We literally just came here and
ate, drank, talked.
Yeah, and to talk about social media marketing for small business owner.
Yeah.
What would be the best way for people to reach out to you if they wanted to learn more about it?
Connect with me on LinkedIn.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.